Spice. We used to call it rice. I'd probably just say rice automatically, yeah. Because I never used to really call it spice. It's lethal. It's deadly, mate. Deadly. I wouldn't even spike my worst enemy with it. I wouldn't. People say it's like a weed substitute thing. That's what you started off as. My God. Back in the day, I'm talking years ago, when it was legal, it was nothing like what it is in jail now. But the government would find out the compound of it, make it illegal, then it would get tweaked a little bit, and then the government would find out that, and they do the same thing again and again, and eventually it's to what we've got now, which is some zombie shit. Like I remember I was reading it Inside Tight. It's a paper you get in jail, written by prisoners, mainly you probably can't get it outside, but it's written by prisoners, full of prison stories. Inside Times. A good paper as well. But I was reading a story once, true story, and with his cellmates, one geezer was on trial for murdering his cellmate. I don't know what nick it was. And he basically smoked spice and thought he was a gorilla, and jumped all over his cellmate like a gorilla would. Like if you could imagine like a nature program, so you imagine a gorilla jumping on something, whatever. That's what he did. Jumped all over his mate, all over his chest, killed him. And he went not guilty at the trial and won. Because he said, whether this bit's true or not, he picks up a twos out of the ashtray. Must have been true because he got not guilty. Didn't know what was in it. And switched and killed his cellmate. That's how deadly this shit is. I mean, I've smoked it and it gets you quick. Like, the high is instantaneous and it ruins you. You have 2 pulls on something and it ruins you within seconds, but it's gone within 2 minutes. So you just want it again. That's how it gets people. I mean, I smoked it one time. Genuinely, I was in Bedford prison. Just walked onto the wing, see someone I knew from Romford. And come up to me, like, "Blimey, get your head down for tonight." I was like, "Lovely, mate. I've smoked it before, like, but this was power. This is what they call power. Like, when you're in jail and it's super strong rice, they call it power. Power. Mate, I rolled a zoot, strapped it. I don't think I smoked it all. It's like I was laying on my bed. I had to lay on the bed. My Cody, who I was sharing a cell with at the time, I think I was either doing a 4.5 or a 5.5. We was both doing roughly the same. I can't remember. But anyway, he's had to put me down. Like, I kept thinking, like, I remember standing at the cell door, thinking I was getting that deja vu. Do you know when the cat walks past the Matrix film? Like, deja vu. I kept getting that. I kept seeing this. And he was an Asian geezer playing pool. And every time he's bent down to take a shot or walk past the cell door, that's the bit that I was seeing. The loop of him walking past the door again and again. And I just, mate, it was freaking me out. Yeah, so I've laid on the bed. And I just lost control of my arm. Constantly just wiping it down my chest. Up and down. Didn't think I could stop doing it. And I started to convince myself I was a robot on display in a shop window. And that's what I thought I was for ages. My Cody kept saying to me, "Are you alright?" I'm like, "Just leave me alone." Like, I didn't understand why I couldn't stop wiping my chest. And I was freaking out thinking, well, who are these people that are watching me on display in this window? I was in a cell. I forgot I was in, forget Bedford. I forgot I was in a cell. I thought I was in a shop window. This was off a couple of pulls, mate, and it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't like doing mushrooms and tripping out and loving it, you know, or doing these and talking to the cubicle all night, thinking it's your best pal. This was horrible. And I did it again about 20 minutes later. But anyway, eventually the screws come, shut the door. I couldn't go out and get me dinner. I come round and eventually, like, I've come round and like I'm talking to my pal, and I was so convinced that I was in a shop window, mate. He's like, mate, you was freaking me out. Yeah. Another time I see someone smoking it in a shower. I worked in the kitchens, so I used to get a shower at night. I used to come back and it was like social had been done and no shower, so I used to get a shower with the cleaners later on at night. One of the other boys that I'm in the kitchen with might have been my Cody. Bless him. I don't want to grass him up. Might have been. Had a pull on a joint. I just hit the deck, mate, in the showers. He's in the cubicle in the showers. And some people shave, like, just like, you know what I mean? Shave in the shower. Not just their face either. And he's hit the deck, face first, face planted, bang. Right where the, right where the drain is. So, like, his face is blocking all the water and the pubes that are all accumulating and just sticking to his face. Genuinely, the screw had to come in and help him up. Like, he was a big old boy. The screw had to come in. We've gone, Gov. His face planted. We don't know what's wrong with him, but his face planted. We're not touching him. He's covered in pubes. The screw had to help him. Put the towel over him because he was naked as well. Like, we're in cubicles. Like, you ain't gonna wear boxes in a cubicle. So he screws had to, like, basically put his little towel around his waist, pick him up. He's covered in pubes. Take it back to the cell. He didn't remember nothing. Good thing as well. Good thing I made this video to remind him.